Assalamualaikum. Hi and a very good day I bid to Doctor and all my fellow friends. I, Humayra binti Zulkifli, and all my fellow friends from Tutorial 3 Group 5, which is Aurelia, Nurna Hanisa, Nabiha Zulaika, and Putrina Alia, will present to you guys foundation of planning of the case study of PRIMARK, and you guys can refer the case study on page 177 in the textbooks. Now let's start our discussion with the PRIMARK background. So I know you guys want to know the PRIMARK background itself. So let me explain for you guys. So PRIMARK is actually originate from Dublin, Ireland, where the store has completely different name, which is Pennies. It first opened in 1969. So when the company expanded to the UK in 1973, it was forced to change its name as the US department store JCPenney was already registered there. So from that, the name of PRIMARK was born, and it was used for any of its stores that opened outside of Ireland. So what is PRIMARK? PRIMARK is actually an Irish fast fashion retailer with headquarters in Dublin, Ireland, and a subsidiary of the British Food Processing and Retail Company (ABF). PRIMARK is actually a leading retailer specializing in the sale of clothing, accessories, and footwear. The retailer now has 373 stores located worldwide, including the UK, the Republic of Ireland, Portugal, Spain, Germany, the Netherlands, Belgium, Austria, France, Italy, and the United States. Operating in a low-cost end of the market, the company is popular with shoppers seeking the latest fashion items at modest prices. PRIMARK also have offered many celebrity collaborations in recent years, including Stacey Solomon, Cam Sidney, Alice Living, and the Kim Kardashian hairstylist Andrew Fitzsimmons. PRIMARK also had a collaboration with London Fashion Week designer Bobby Ebley. So you can see that PRIMARK is actually a company that everyone know and involve a lot of celebrities. Now we explain the 10-point summary for this case study. So first, PRIMARK is one of the most sought after retail employers. 2. PRIMARK also is one of the fastest growing chain in Europe. 3. This company has 287 stores and employs more than 54,000 employees around the world. 4. PRIMARK is one of the few retailers that do not have any online preference. 5. PRIMARK also does not advertise about their business into public. 6. This company will compete directly with designer labels since they have a valued range of products. 7. This company also built on the fast fashion trend that hits the fashion industry. Number 8. It has consistently seen more career candidates than available position. 9. The decision is not to set up an e-commerce platform makes perfect sense in terms of planning and decision making. And last but not least, this company also planning to focus on the ability to offer fast fashion product at the lowest possible prices.
Hello everyone, my name is Putrina Alia binti Iqbal Zaham, and I will discuss question 1, which is discuss PRIMARK's decision to bypass e-commerce. PRIMARK's decision to bypass e-commerce makes sense because the first one is PRIMARK's selling price point are too low. The cost of shipping products would be in many cases be as expensive as the goods themselves. Second, PRIMARK deals in fast fashion. Products can quickly go out of fashion that would create problems with customers retaining their online purchases some weeks later. The third one is PRIMARK stores thrive on attracting large numbers of customers. This is because every customer that visits PRIMARK store would probably find themselves caught up in a frenzy of buying low-priced goods. Migrating that demand online would reduce the impact of PRIMARK store visitors. The fourth one is PRIMARK's product can cost as low as US $4, and that is one of the reasons why they have many potential buyers and all the shopping lovers are more likely to purchase items from PRIMARK. Increment of cost to set up an e-commerce site would put up the product price. So to prevent this from happening, they decide to bypass e-commerce. Second last, less consumers are willing to purchase Primark's product. And the last one is it would remove Primark's major competitive advantage and USP, which is unique selling point. Because by selling goods at cheap prices is definitely their trademarks and specialty that make them different from the other business company. So that's why they don't want to sell online and decided to bypass e-commerce.
Okay, next for number 2, differentiate Primark's marketing effort from other retailers. So in this slide, these are the answers regarding the previous question. These are the marketing efforts that Primark applied in their business. So for the first point, they target specific kinds of audience and potential buyers. The meaning of the specific kinds of audience is people who are in those teenagers' age, in their 20s and perhaps 30s and above. Primark knew that in those age, they are in the phase of love to buy clothes, love to dress themselves up, love to spoil themselves, and actually this could help Primark gain their profit even more. So for the second point, the quality of the clothing materials are high, but they also want the quantity to be focused too. So they want to make sure that their output of the productivity should be measurable in terms of quantity and quality. The amount is important because it will measure the profit the company has made and will determine how much the company has boosted after applying such techniques. For the third point, the process of the marketing strategy should be realistic. So Primark wants the best outcome, but they also want to make sure that their process of marketing strategy has to be realistic so that it is able to be applied in the reality. And for the fourth point, these days Primark's competitor has been launching new clothes rapidly, and they have to make sure that they follow the trend. So they have to keep up with the other company's pace in order to attract the customers and in order to gain more profit. So they have to follow the trend, what people are wearing right now, and so on. For the last point, there should be no room for error in the strategic marketing planning process. Because small mistake could lead us in trouble. The same way goes to Primark planning, strategic marketing planning. If their strategy in marketing and management is not prepared well, it could be the end of Primark. If they made a small mistake during the planning, there might be difficulties in the future.
Next, question 3. Provide examples of fast fashion chains in your country. How will they cope with competition from an expanding retailer like Primark? So, Fashion Valley is one of the examples of fast fashion chains in Malaysia. Fashion Valley is the go-to destination for the modest fashion industry, and Fadzarudin Anwar is the Chief Executive Officer and his wife Vivi Yusof is the co-founder. Fashion Valley is a popular multi-label online site in Asia launched in 2010. And Fashion Valley, they focus on market in Malaysia, Indonesia, Singapore and also UK. They have 4 physical stores in Malaysia and 1 in Singapore. Next, There are a few similarities between Fashion Valley and Primark. For Fashion Valley, they also sell various items such as makeup, handbags, shoes, clothing, and so on like Primark. As we can see here, Fashion Valley and Primark both have online websites. So people who interested on their product can surf their websites and see the items that they provide with the price, and you can buy it online or walk in the physical store. Next, if we want to compare between Fashion Valley and Primark, they have different marketing. For the first one is for price. Fashion Valley, they offer premium price and they target people incomes is 4,000 and above. And for Primark, they offer lower price and their target income is starts from middle income. For the next one is target market. Fashion Valley, they only focus on women needs. They only offer women's product, for example, handbags, makeup, scarf, and so on. While Primark, they focus on all genders, variety product for kids, men, women, and also home living product. And the last one is e-commerce site. For Fashion Valley, they offer their product both online and offline product. So they ship their product to Malaysia and 20 different countries. But for Primark, they don't have e-commerce site because they believe that they doesn't need an online presence. And Primark also have their own malls. So I think it should be enough for them to generate the revenue without the e-commerce site. Last one, to answer the question, how would they cope with competition from an expanding retailer like Primark? And in this case, it is Fashion Valley. So there are a few brands that identify as competitors for Fashion Valley, which one of them is Zalora, and the next one Poplook, and also 23. And what they do is, for the first one, they collaborate with major Malaysia designer. Why they collaborate with major Malaysia designer is because it helps to increase the marketing and promotion. Because by collaborate with them, it can help the promotion by holding events and also campaign. And it ventured out worldwide. And they also collaborate with Limpi Kita, Nora Danish, which is celebrity, and also Nona, which is popular Indonesia fashion brand. And the next one, they use convince strategy. They persuade its customer to keep coming back by providing the memberships. And using the memberships card, they can collect points and redeem when they buy, when they purchase next items. And for the second, they have discount codes and also cashback. And the last one, they have sales and promotion. And the last one, they use connect strategy. Fashion Valley, they regularly comes with posts to stay appear on the websites and also on the social media. They have their own mobile apps, which is Instagram, and they have quite a lot of followers. So by posting the product, people will see and maybe can be interested. And they also use social media platform like what I said earlier. So that's all for my for the question 3. Thank you.
Continuing with question 4, what types of planning and goal setting are described in this case, and how will it help Primark's future operations and expansion?
What is planning? Planning is often called the primary management function and involves defining the organization objectives and goals. The planning that are described in this case are: PRIMARK is built on the fast fashion trend that had hit the fashion industry. PRIMARK encouraged and made sure to involve employees' participation in order to reach company goals by making sure they set their own personal goals too. PRIMARK provides training programs and makes sure employees make use of the programs offered. PRIMARK have a strategic planning that is designed with the entire organization in mind. They have structured plan and formal plan by creating procedures that everyone in the company can follow. By doing this, PRIMARK can have everyone from different departments working on in achieving company's goals. It also involves long-term plans, and PRIMARK always improve labor standard across its supply chain, help in cutting excess costs, and to deliver products to the customer faster, which leads to customer satisfaction, which PRIMARK is focusing on. Goal setting. Goal setting is development of a plan that is designed to motivate and guide a person or group towards a goal. The goal setting that are described in this case are: PRIMARK use management by objectives approach. This is a process of setting mutually agreed upon goals and using those goals to evaluate employee performance. This involves employees' goal setting. Goal setting by employees is coupled with recognizing strong organizational skills by management. This also uses goals to motivate their employees and also improve employees' productivity. PRIMARK goals include increasing wages, delivering productivity, benefits, and creating long-term and lasting improvements. How it helped PRIMARK's future operation and expansion. It helped PRIMARK to add more branches in countries from around the world, such as Portugal, Spain, Europe, Germany, Belgium, and others. It also helped managers in evaluating performance, increase productivity, and help to produce higher level of output. Lastly, it also helped PRIMARK to increase their market share every year.